you draw an interesting distinction between empathy and compassion. So we're always being told to be sort of empathetic, and it's broadly seen as a good thing. But you argue, and I've read this argument in some other very good philosophical books. There's a book called Against Empathy, actually, which is done by a sort of psychology professor, which is slightly counterintuitive. But taken to an extreme, empathy, as you say, means really sort of feeling with somebody, almost being them. Now, again, that would destroy your life if you were genuinely empathetic to every single kind of troubled soul on the planet. You'd have to have some kind of filter. And you say that is a danger for sensitive people to be sort of overly empathetic, but you can turn that, you can sort of twist that emotion or feeling into compassion, really as a way of being compassionate to yourself. Because if you take on the burden of other people's suffering, obviously that's going to make you suffer.
Yes, you said it perfectly. I think one of the biggest things that sensitive people struggle with is feeling those high levels of empathy. And yes, empathy is a great and wonderful thing. And I would wish that the world would overall be more empathetic. But right, when going back to the injured animal, if your heart is hurting every time you come across someone in pain, it's going to be really hard to live your own life. So in my book, we talk about moving from empathy to compassion. You can be compassionate towards someone. You can take action to help them. And sometimes action can just be as simple as sending them, saying some supportive words to them or being a listening ear to them. Action can be bigger things too. But yeah, what I like to tell sensitive people is to try to move from empathy to compassion. Compassion puts the focus on the other person. Empathy puts it on ourselves. It's on, this pain that I feel for you, right? So it can be a little bit selfish in a way if you're putting that focus on you and the suffering that, that I am feeling over your hurt. And it's really about a mindset shift, just purposely putting your attention on the other person and reaching out to them in a compassionate way. You can help people, you can be there for people without having to take on those negative feelings yourself.